Hello, YouTube.
Hello, YouTube.
Today I'm driving. We're driving home, so we figured we'll make this video while we're on the road. We're driving in Lakeland, Florida. So we're going to talk today about trust.
Yes, trust.
Trust, all right. Should we introduce ourselves? We do it on every video because it's YouTube and...
Yes, I think so.
Okay. This is my lovely wife, Marisely Marte.
Hello.
And I am Pablo Marte. We are known...
My amazing husband.
Oh, I am? Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. We're known as Power Marriage. And the reason why we're known as Power Marriage is because we're working to have a power marriage. Not because we are yet a power marriage, but we're on the road. We're on the road to power marriage right now. I'm doing about 60 miles an hour to get there.
Oh my gosh. Such a dork.
Yeah, so today we're going to talk about trust. And in our case, we'll start off with our situation. When we got married, trust. Trust it's a tricky subject, right?
Yes, it is. I didn't think we ever had any trust.
Well, I was going to say, right, when we first got married, there was
a lot of
trust
things.
there. But there was trust.
But
then I'm
we
thinking...
didn't trust each other.
Yes, exactly. But then the reason why is also because we got married 2 months after
dating
our first date. So, I mean, I pretty much just knew her 2 months before we got married. And pretty much like a week before 2 months. So, like... a month and almost 2 months, and so so we didn't really know each other, so it's kind of hard to say that there was trust. I try to say that I did come in there feeling trusting her, but also it's kind of like the same saying that I was secure when I came into the marriage, which I wasn't, because I really didn't know her. I thought I did. I would say, yeah, I did. Yeah, we have a great marriage. Yeah, I'm marrying her because I know it's going to be awesome and it's going to be great and we get along so well. But that really wasn't the case. I mean, of course, we barely knew each other. So with trust, in our case, I felt like we started off with trust, but we made some other videos where we talked about some things from our past.
Yes.
And
things that got in the way that actually the trust started going, away, or started getting smaller by the days and the months, and I guess.
And even before we got married, we talked about the ex. Go ahead and tell them.
The ex that actually approached in a email sort of way or through Facebook Instant Messenger, and she sent over a 5 or 6 page message in regards to who Pablo was, and
trying to get you to break the relationship, even though me and her had broken up over a year ago, about a year and 4 months before
just things that happened.
We even started dating. But so that right there in itself, I guess it wasn't, if there was any trust right there at the beginning, I mean, right before we got married, about 3 weeks before we got married, that kind of rocked the trust account there, you know?
And who I was getting married to, actually,
But then we started building the trust again, right? We got married, we started building the trust, and then...
things happened in our marriage.
Then other things happened. There was an incident where my wife was that the next case? And sure, there was other bumps in the road, but where the next big incident was, we talked about it today in another video for Facebook, that my wife was institutionalized for a couple of days. Where I couldn't, I couldn't go see her, and I was actually in another state because I was teaching a class for work for 3 weeks, and while I was there, that happened. And again, that made me now lose faith and trust in my wife, which then we also had to work on to rebuild that trust, and it can get complicated. So when you have trust, like in our situation, what I've learned, what we've learned is when you start off, or you have a certain amount of trust, and that trust you can either keep growing on it to make that trust stronger, right? You say trust is earned, pretty much, right? And so your trust can be high, you can have a lot of trust, and then with things that happen, you can start removing trust, so you'll lose some of the trust. And that's kind of what happened in our situation, and then we have to work again to rebuild it. What do you think, sweetheart?
Well, things like that happens. It could be little lies, it could be a broken promise, It could be infidelity. It could be what happened to us. It could be so many things that actually come into your marriage, and that trust is broken because those little things that came along that you weren't thinking about, you weren't ready. Actually, you didn't think those things would come up, or you're not thinking about those things. Especially when you're married, you're not thinking that anything's going to happen in your marriage. You actually think that everything is going to go smooth.
Yes. And even when our marriage wasn't going that good, I thought it was going smooth.
Yeah.
And I don't want to leave it out, but another video that we made was about infidelity, where I kind of fell to the trap of infidelity, and I was tempted. And that's another video we made. So that's another part where then she lost her trust in me. So I had to earn back that trust. And that's been already probably over 3 years.
2015 that happened.
2015, yes. 17, 18, yeah, 3 years. About 3 years ago. So that's another thing that we struggled with. But trust, so trust, you earn it, and then just as easy as you earn it, you can lose the trust, and then you have to work on it if you want to regain it again. Once you have it, the best bet would be to just always keep reaffirming and reassuring it, and keep earning more, right? So you can get as much trust as you can. You want to trust your partner 100%, and I can say right now, this day, I do trust my partner 110%. Okay, there's nothing that I wouldn't do for her, and there's nothing that I wouldn't give up, let's say, for her, because I just trust my wife with anything, I
mean, it wasn't easy because all those things, betrayal, lies, things that came into our marriage, our past, even our present, got in the way of our trust. And even though things happened, our trust was broken, but you know what? That did not stop me from building my trust again with my husband. It was not going to stop me from that, because you know what? I'm married to him. I am going to be with him, and through thick and thin, right? To richer to poor. And we've gone through a lot of different situations, different seasons in our marriage, that we could have actually just said, you know what, this is it. I'm not doing this anymore.
Oh yeah, many times.
Yeah, but we stuck it through. We started building our trust, and I think working together, it has helped us more to build that trust in our marriage.
Yes, that's part of marriage. You say when you get married, it's till death do us part. And if you don't take that seriously, well, then that's why you have things like divorce. And of course there's other factors that can lead to that, but you have to work on your marriage. It's not when you first meet somebody, you fall in love, and it's like you taking a drug, according to Dr. Gary Chapman, right? Because when you're in love, you're blinded by everything else that is out there. I mean, you can see there's red flags about the person, but you don't care because you're blinded by that. You're in love with that person, and once you're in love, that in love feeling lasts for about 2 years. Okay, and then
also the feeling safe. Once you lose that trust, you don't feel safe with that person.
Yeah. But I'm saying, but with the being in love, that once you lose that, you have to work on your marriage now, because you did say till death do you part.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much where it goes. You have to stay there together. Work on it, and that's how you have a marriage that lasts a long time. Two people that are intentional at making that marriage work, and of course because you love each other. Again, we built the trust, and I trust my wife with my whole life. And look, there's a punch buggy over there, and because of that, I had to interrupt the video for a punch buggy.
Punch buggy. Right.
Well, I wasn't gonna let you get me.
Wow.
But anyway, so I hope you guys, learn how that's how trust, let's say, worked in our marriage, in our situation. That's the experience we have with trust. And hopefully you can build up your trust account, let's say, with your spouse, and try not to lose it. But if you lose it, you do be prepared to work hard to regain their trust. And even though sometimes it seems impossible, it is possible. Again, you heard some of the trials that we went through, and it was possible for us to rebuild it and get to where we are today, where we're making videos to help other couples, and where we're working on being a power marriage. And you guys can too.
Yes,
let us know down below in the comments what you think.
Subscribe, please.
Yes, subscribe to our channel. I think now we have 4 subscribers,
What?
and we're very happy about that. If I wasn't driving, we get out and do a dance around the car. But I saw police around here somewhere.
We're not doing that, honey.
All right, guys.
All right, have a good one. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting us, and leave comments. You know, we're here.
Yes, we'll answer any questions you have.
Okay.
Have a great day. Bye guys.